The Ellis Island Medal of Honor celebrates the richness and diversity of American life, honoring not only individuals, but the pluralism and democracy that have enabled our ancestry groups to maintain their identities while becoming integral parts of the American way of life. The prestigious medals are presented to outstanding Americans who have distinguished themselves as citizens of the United States. By honoring these individuals, we honor all those who share their origins, and we acknowledge the contributions they and other groups have made to our country. 6 presidents, many senators, congressional representatives, and Nobel Prize winners are among the remarkable group of individuals who have received the Ellis Island Medals of Honor for their outstanding contributions to America.
In May of this year, Lily Ring Balian received the Ellis Island Medal of Honor for her dedication to community service, for making freedom, liberty, and compassion a part of her life's work, and for proudly honoring and promoting her ethnic heritage. Today, we recognize an outstanding woman of achievement and commitment. Today, we honor Lily Ring Balian. Born in Chicago, Illinois, of Armenian immigrant parents, Lily was raised during the Great Depression. She and the rest of her family, brother Jack and sister Doris, lived in the basement of St. Gregory's Armenian Church on Augusta Boulevard and served as the church's custodians. These were hard times, made harder by frequent blizzards that filled the streets with snow. When storms kept away the faithful, Lily served as the choir and brother Jack filled in as deacon. Services were conducted whether or not there was anybody there to witness them. Eventually, the Tertullians managed to open a chili parlor that also became home. Lily's recollections include memories of sleeping next to the soda crackers while her parents worked the counter. Despite hardships, Lily grew into a cheerful girl who loved school and made many friends. She remained active in the ACYO, made the honor roll, and early on displayed a talent for writing. After high school, Lily worked during the day and at night attended Northwestern University's School of Journalism with an eye toward becoming a newspaper reporter. Her family continued to scrape by, but money was scarce and the weather harsh. Lily complained to her older brother that her nose had been running for the first 18 years of her life. She remembers Jack's reply to this day. "Go to California, Lily. Your nose will stop running and you'll meet a husband." Upon arriving in Los Angeles, as predicted, Lily's nose stopped running. 3 weeks later, she decided to stay. She had picked up shorthand at Northwestern and quickly landed a job as a legal statement reporter for the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office. She joined the ACYO at St. James Armenian Church and also, as predicted, found a husband. She was married to Dick Derderian and gave birth to her son Richard while continuing her work in the DA's office. In just a few years, Lily was selected to serve as the executive secretary to District Attorney William McKesson. When her husband passed away after 10 years, she was left with Richard, now 7 years old. Working to support her family, Lily spent years in the district attorney's office and made lifelong friends. Following her marriage to Rick Ring, she had 2 more children, Lily Ann and Larry. Lily credits the friends that she made during this period, many of whom went on to become judges and dedicated public servants and prominent defense attorneys, with instilling in her the desire to do more for her community. She was instrumental in forming a program for secretaries and clerical workers in Los Angeles County. The Secretarial Career Development Council, founded by Lily and others, provided training workshops and job opportunities where none had existed before. She became involved in political campaigns, hostessing the candidate for governor, Richard Nixon, in the district attorney's office. Although it was customary for the newly elected district attorney to bring his personal staff to office, Lily's reputation had grown, and when Superior Court Judge Evel J. Younger was elected DA, he invited Lily to remain as his personal executive secretary. Eva Younger was to become Lily's dear friend and mentor. When he was elected Attorney General of the state of California, he placed Lily in charge of all 4 of his offices in San Francisco, Sacramento, San Diego, and Los Angeles. Always proud of her roots, Lily never missed an opportunity to inject elements of her Armenian heritage into the workplace. Armenian caterers were engaged for meetings and parties. Kebab, rice pilaf, borag, and yalanchi became staples at the Attorney General's office. The flaming skewer of kebab became a favorite of Evel's, and he insisted on it whenever the opportunity arose. Armenian music and dancing were never far behind. Lily remained active at St. James Armenian Church. She was a charter member of the Mr. and Mrs. Club, chaired the church's fashion show, served on the church's building committee, and was an instructor at Armenian summer camp. Eva Younger was elected to a second term as California Attorney General. All in all, Lily served Eva Younger faithfully for 16 years. Lily would continue to find ways to help the Armenian community, founding, with the help of Paul and Betty Jane Garagos, Armenians for Good Government. Lily became a member of Executive Women International, an organization whose membership is restricted to women who work for top government officials or CEOs of major corporations. When she was put in charge of the organization's executive night, she organized a program called A Night in Armenia. Lily volunteered to assist in Ronald Reagan's campaign for President of the United States. Her status as a volunteer lasted only 3 days. On the 3rd day as a volunteer, she was offered a full-time position with Reagan's campaign staff. She moved to Washington, D.C. and worked diligently for the campaign, which resulted in Reagan's election to the presidency in 1980. When Reagan came to office, Lily accepted a position with Northrop Grumman, a major aerospace company. In 1981, Lily was appointed by Ronald Reagan to the National Advisory Council on Adult Education and reappointed in 1984. In 1985, she was elected chairman of the council and served for 6 years, traveling throughout the United States, visiting adult education programs in colleges and prisons, submitting reports to the President and Congress, along with recommendations for improvement. At Northrop Grumman, Lily served as Director of Civic Action. She was one of the few female directors at the aerospace company, but immediately flourished in the position that allowed her to draw upon her experience and knowledge of California politics to manage Northrop Grumman's government relations program. She was instrumental in seeking U.S. congressional support for the B-2 stealth bomber, even managing to bring Margaret Thatcher to Los Angeles to be briefed on the revolutionary project. In addition, she ran the company's Political Action Committee, educating the company's 20,000-plus employees on political issues relevant to Northrop Grumman. During this time, Lily joined Pete Wilson's campaign staff in his 1990 bid for governor of California, serving as a surrogate speaker. Following his election, Wilson appointed Lily to the State Commission on the Status of Women, a bipartisan commission charged with improving state programs for women and girls. She became chairman of the commission in 1994 and 1995, serving a total of 6 years. Lily left Northrop in 1995, but retirement never crossed her mind. She had become involved with IWA, the Armenian International Women's Association, a non-profit, non-political organization that seeks to unite Armenian women worldwide and focus on issues of mutual interest and concern. Lily helped organize IWA's Los Angeles affiliate and in 1994 was a speaker at the first international conference in London. In 1995, she represented both the California Commission on the Status of Women and the Armenian International Women's Association at the United Nations Fourth World Conference for Women in Beijing, China. She was elected president of IWA's Los Angeles affiliate in 2000 and served for 3 years. She has chaired international conferences in Geneva, Buenos Aires, and San Francisco. Today, she serves as publicity director, liaison with the national board, and chair of annual career day at Woodbury University. Throughout her life, her service to the Armenian Church has never faltered. She was appointed to the Ladies' Auxiliary of the Western Diocese, Armenian Church of North America by His Eminence Archbishop Vache Hovsepian in 1982. She served as president for 15 years, from 1985 to 2005, and currently serves the new primate, His Eminence Archbishop Hovnanda Darian. Lily continues in her devotion and service to St. James Armenian Church. She chaired the Ladies' Society from 2000 to 2002 and has served on the parish council since 1991. She became chair of the parish council in 1999 and is currently serving another term as chair. She is active on the boards of the West Side Ararat Guild, USC Friends of Armenian Music, and the Organization of the Developmental Services for Armenia. She has been a member of the board of the KCET Women's Council since 2001 and was elected as president and served from 2002 to 2006, helping to raise funds in support of quality programming for public television. She remains politically active and continues to advocate for Armenian women seeking public office. Lily has been blessed with a loving and supportive family that points to her accomplishments with pride. Lily's daughter Lillian and her husband Robert have 3 children, Janine, Andrew, and Jennifer. Lily's son Larry and his wife Atusa have 2 children, Callista and Cameron. Her family has inherited her cheerfulness, her passion, her love of laughter, and boundless enthusiasm for life. She has touched them with her compassion and wisdom, and they treasure her to this day. Lily Ring Balian has touched us all. She has cheerfully and devotedly served others, and today we gratefully acknowledge what a joy it is to know her. Today, we say thank you to 2014 Ellis Island Medal of Honor recipient Lily Ring Balian.